Episode 2 of Lux Listings Toronto is better than the first because for half a second, 8 seconds in, there is a puppy. Oh my god, look at him, he's adorable. Unfortunately, much like real life, everything that comes after the dog sucks.
I can't wait to close a big deal.
Okay, so our smash roster of the terrible realtor cinematic universe is expanding here. This is Sergio. Look, he's labeled because that's how names work. Now, Sergio wasn't in the last episode, so I don't know what side quest Peter had to do to unlock this character, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna like Sergio very much.
My gift to myself is gonna be a Himalayan Birkin bag. It's crocodile, it's fabulous. Could you imagine me just rocking a Himalayan bag to like a $60 million listing appointment?
Oh, I like to see that.
Oh my god, even Peter can't stand this guy. Peter's face here is incredible because you can just tell he's reconsidering every single life choice regarding his career that brought him to the point he is at right now. You know, Peter looks to his right and there's this goober there monologuing about which dead animal from his collection he's gonna wear next.
This sweater, there's no better than authentic Irish setter.
Okay, so Peter obviously dislikes Sergio so much that I wonder why he actually hired him and has him working at the firm.
Sergio is the newest member of Team Turkin. He's ambitious. He's well connected.
Oh, okay, cronyism. Yeah, wonderful. I would hate for that to be my defining characteristic on a television show. Okay, so tell me about Aiden. Well, he really knows how to email people he's previously been acquainted with before, let me tell you.
But he's got a lot to learn. Excuse me for 1 second. I just got a call for Hot.
Mr. Turkin.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
I think a good 50% of this show is just people in cars driving somewhere and then calling somebody to tell them why they're driving there.
Hi, sweetheart.
On my way, I'm on a mission.
Tay. Hi, baby.
This is so far removed from the art of filmmaking that it's almost heartbreaking. Like, imagine if in The Lord of the Rings, 1/3 of the entire runtime was just them talking about where they're going and why they have to do it. Oh, jeez, we sure have been walking for a long time here. We gotta get to Mount Doom to throw the ring into the volcano. Like, just go to the house. You're a realtor. That's your natural habitat.
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm actually on my way with Sergio to look at a property for one of my buyers. But here is what I wanted to ask you. Joshua wants to move ahead with the secret agent house.
Oh my God, that was some of the worst ADR I think I've ever heard in a show. Listen to the audio transition here and tell me if you think this was recorded in a sound booth.
Property for one of my buyers. But here is what I wanted to ask you. Joshua wants to move ahead with the secret agent house. You can let the seller know he's gonna go full asking on it.
I'm like trying to rack my brain why they did this, and the only thing that I can think of is the producers were like, oh shit, we haven't actually shown anybody doing work in this show yet. Supposedly they're the top realtors in all of Toronto and all of Canada, but oh gosh, they haven't sold anything. Yeah, I know, I'm super fucking bald right now.
No worries, we're on fire. We just did 2 more transactions this morning, firmed up, and then have another listing coming up.
So as a team, we've done over $62 million last month.
Let's make it 63 this month.
You shut the fuck up and don't speak unless spoken to. Yeah, okay, so I think my biggest complaint about Sergio, he does not shut the fuck up about himself.
Bye.
So anyway, back to the bag.
Are you kidding me?
I think I bring a different edge to the office because I'm not a stranger to luxury. I know everybody in the city, from billionaires to millionaires to celebrities to heirs. I'm an encyclopedia of billionaires.
Oh, you could choose to do anything in your life. You could learn plumbing, travel, teach English, volunteer your time to help the needy. I'm going to put my mashed potato hat back on because I'm looking pretty bald. You know, but your thing, Your one thing that you are proud of is that you're an encyclopedia of I can't even finish that sentence. I feel like a Teamster union representative is going to break through the door and bash in my skull in solidarity.
What's your thing? Bugs.
My thing's sound effects. Here's a T-Rex.
I'm an encyclopedia of billionaires.
Okay, anyways, Peter has a client moving here from France, and apparently Sergio has a house listed that he has lined up. You know what? It doesn't matter. It's sure. I don't fucking care. I'm so sick of realtors.
This is somewhere I could easily see myself living in.
They got a specific taste, don't forget. They're moving here from France.
Yeah, so Peter and Sergio pull up to this mega mansion, and I shit you not, it's called Rosebud Manor. Now, if you're not between the ages of 27 to 35, I'm gonna give a bit of a lore dump here. Rosebud was the cheat code you entered in the original Sims to give yourself infinite money, like a Canadian grocer billionaire. Oh my god, it even looks like the house you build in The Sims when you inevitably get bored of actually playing the game and just cheat code your way to success. Is there a joke there about fabricating wealth in a video game and a comparison to the uber rich through like the lens of, I don't know, historical materialism? Probably. Am I caffeinated enough to put a punchline in a set? No. This even has another layer of meta commentary where this is the house from Schitt's Creek that the Roses originally lived in when their entire character arc was useless drain on society. Satire is dead. There's no point in making fun of anything anymore. Real life is funnier.
Welcome to Rosebud Manor, Peter.
Oh my god. Take your shoes off, you barbarians. That's like the one mandatory thing you do at a listing viewing.
If Sergio was in a house, it would be this. Look at this.
Sergio
This
could
screams
definitely
me.
come in this house.
Sergio could definitely come in this house.
Ew, ew, no, don't do that, don't do that. Ew, oh. Yo, Amazon, why didn't you guys redo this bit without references to Sergio coming in the house?
Yes.
I don't know about my buyer, but Sergio definitely could come in this house. Okay, that's for sure.
What? No, Peter. Stop saying it. No. Is this something you've been using in your vernacular to sell a house? Peter, have you been showing houses to potential buyers and been going like, oh, you'll be coming all over the place. You'll be coming.
There is a his and hers closet. In Malcolm and Joe's case, it's his and his. So if it was me, I'd definitely be fighting for the bigger closet.
Okay, so the show hasn't introduced who the fuck Malcolm and Joe are.
So hopefully this works out for your clients, Malcolm and Joe.
I'm assuming they're the people moving to Toronto from France that they were talking about earlier, but like, I question the veracity of that. I question the why can I not say that? I question the truthfulness of this setup, because who moves to Toronto from France? Also, note the extremely French-sounding names of Malcolm and Joe. Hey, how's it going? We're Malcolm and Joey Gabagool en français.
In Malcolm and Joe's case, it's his and his. So if it was me, I'd definitely be fighting for the bigger closet.
Oh my god, Peter's pulling out the biggest fake laughs right now. I don't think I've ever seen anyone laugh so aggressively, even my 2-year-old niece when she's trying to show off. Okay, so the rest of this is just really boring. I think Peter starts reaching his Sergio quota by the end of this part because he just starts shitting all over the house.
Isn't it beautiful?
You know what, Sergio? For such a big house, I think it's a very small kitchen.
Man, the more disapproving Persian father Peter goes, the more I absolutely love it for him.
Yes, I love that smile, Peter.
Yeah. The pool is going to be great for the kids, that's for sure.
What? No, it's not. There's no fence. There's no locks on the doors to the outside. No safety precautions whatsoever. And children, quite famously, don't float. Peter, you're supposed to be one of the top realtors in Toronto, and your first instinct when seeing a completely open pool was, great for the youngins.
So what's great is you get a lot of privacy. It's a corner lot. It's all fenced off with brick.
I really like how they're talking about this mega mansion in the same way my realtor talks to me about some boomer's fourth investment property that they're unloading. Oh yeah, there's privacy. It's a corner lot. Actually, the foundation, instead of poured concrete, we use the ground up bones of the proletariat.
16 baths, it's a lot of overkill, man. Why don't we go through our database? Let's find somebody that can appreciate the finishes of this house.
Wait, database? Oh, okay, so you're gonna Google it really quickly and pull a listing from realtor.ca. Oh, hey, look, Peter, I got into your database. I'm a hacker, man. Also, no need to comb through for any potential buyers, Peter. Don't you know you're standing right beside an encyclopedia of billionaires? God, I fucking hate this show. Okay, so every time there's one of these super overstimulating YouTube travel vlog style transition, we're using it to get to our next main character in the show. So trigger warning, Brett. And I'm gonna guess he's driving a car, he's gonna make a phone call, and he's gonna tell us where he's going. Because that's the only formula that this show can conceptualize.
Like every single night, but it's never enough. Hello?
I was right. Also, Brett, just answer the phone like a normal human being. Goddamn.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. You're the millennial that the Zoomers all bully us about. All right, once again, we're gonna fast forward and skip most of this scene because it's really boring. Basically, what's going on is Brett's staff gives him a phone call, and they're all like, hey, Brett, you wanna do some work today? And he's like, nah, I don't.
I was just calling to see what your availability is so that I could book a showing for you at Aquabella.
So one like super small thing that I forgot to tell you, like the miniest thing ever.
Also, remember your friend from the last episode there? I'm gonna take her on a date.
Barely something to mention is that we're actually going on a date today.
I know. Shocking to me as well. Because in the last episode, Brett's Riz pulled off this incredibly terrible line.
If I said, I want to take you on a date, I'm not going to tell you what we're doing, what would you say?
I know it makes you feel good on it.
All right, and I'll remind you, ladies, that is how you get murdered.
Weird that I forgot to tell you that.
What are you guys doing? Like,
we're doing something a little bit more elevated.
She's for sure like getting sacrificed to old gods or something like that. We offer up this vessel in elevation to you, Cthulhu. I'm pretty sure my brain just auto-filled that bit with the name of a World of Warcraft boss from 15 years ago.
I love dating in Toronto. I like balancing the work life, the social life, the dating life, but there's something missing and I want something more. And you know what? I'm not afraid to invest in it.
Okay, put aside the cringe for now. We're going to come back to that. What the fuck is that statue beside Brett? Did Brett bring this from home? Did the production crew put that there? Why would either of them do this? If I was on the production crew that day, I'd probably look at Brett and I'd be like, yo, big dog, you can't monologue about dating culture while sitting beside that art piece. It's a little creepy.
Oh my God.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. What the heck is happening?
What if she was afraid of heights? A very common fear. No, I mean, like, obviously this is staged. There's security and insurance. They have to do this. But, you know, I really want to judge the show on the premise that it presents to the viewer. Okay, this part is pretty lame. Brett monologues about how much he loves Toronto, but it's all framed from the paradigm of like extracting as much wealth as possible from people.
I am so grateful for everything that Toronto has given me. It's giving my family a home. It's given me limitless business opportunities.
There's a neighborhood with all the greenery with houses. That's called Rosedale, and that's the most affluent neighborhood downtown Toronto.
Every single person in this show is like, oh, Toronto's the fucking best, man. I love Toronto. We're such good homies. If Toronto was a person, me and Toronto, you know, we'd co-op Halo 2 on legendary difficulty. But like, that's only framed in the context of making money using Toronto. You know, we don't see them talking about how overpriced the distillery district is. Or, I don't know, grabbing a beaver tail and skating at Nathan Phillips Square. It's just like such an arm's length portrayal of Toronto.
Toronto gives you the opportunity to manifest a dream and have it turn into reality.
This is such a wild line for anyone to say during an affordability crisis. You'd have to be like shockingly oblivious to monologue that with a straight face. There's a joke in there about Botox and straight faces, but I don't like making fun of how people look, so draw your own conclusions.
So, what are you looking for in a guy?
Jesus Christ, Brett, that's so forward. My man skipped the whole, like, what's your favorite Marvel movie? And just went straight into the job interview part of the date. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Also, like, low key, does anybody else suspect that Brett is being inhabited by the smile entity? Just asking questions, staring unblinkingly while smiling.
What are you looking for in a girl?
I'm not looking for a girl. I'm looking for a woman. And I'm looking for someone who's taking herself to that next level and is gonna bring me along for the journey.
Yeah, I'm actually looking for like a level 34 lady because, you know, at 42, you can trade them and they evolve into woman.
Do you see yourself settling down?
For me, it's not like a timeline thing. It's like a feeling thing.
Okay.
So when that feeling happens, I'll do it the next day. But if I don't have the feeling, then I'm just gonna keep going.
Yeah, Brett, that's called every healthy relationship ever. Big dog, you stay with someone because you feel like it. You didn't discover this.
What should we cheers to?
Oh, wait. I've prepared a list to this. Like some shitty late night NBC boomer talk show host. How's everybody doing? Yes, yeah, all right. How about them politics? Here we go. Top things to cheers to in Lux Listings Toronto. All right. Number 3. Nobody got murdered on this date. Number 2. The halfway point of this episode. Oh, I know. And finally, the number 1 thing to cheers to on Lux Listings Toronto. The fact that not once in this show have we seen anybody sell a fucking house yet. It's a show about selling houses. Am I going crazy? I feel like I'm going crazy. The next part of the episode really threw me off because all of the sudden, the show got really good. The color grading was much more subtle. There was like a lot of visual storytelling. The cuts were paced properly. And then I noticed it said ad in the corner. I was watching an ad. And man, I got so jealous of the version of me who actually got to watch something competent. Oh, hey, shocker, we're in a car again and we're driving somewhere. Let's see if we get hit with another terrible ADR voiceover that's so clearly done in a sound booth somewhere.
We went to a place called Two Sisters Winery in Niagara. Have you been?
No, I haven't.
A lot of deep pocket clients in that area.
I fucking told you. I told you. Okay, we're gonna skip some lore here because it's getting real boring, man. But basically, this girl, she wants more money because she ain't getting paid by Brett. I know, real shocker. He looks like such a man of the people, though.
I gotta see what opportunities out there for me if you're not gonna pass me along some big listings.
Opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
And like any relatable, down-to-earth business owner, Brett just starts fucking monologuing about handouts.
I don't believe in handouts, but what I do want is my agents hungry and fighting for their own success.
Brother,
Okay, YouTube Shorts version of what's going on. Brett's going to look at a house being listed by Peter and Paige that was designed by a 14-year-old playing Minecraft. Either that or, you know, the developers got halfway through a whole building and then looked at each other and were like, you want to, like, just not? But when they get there, la gasp. Peter and Paige are nowhere to be found.
Hello?
Are they in here?
Maybe they're upstairs?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
This is so stupid. Bring back the dog.
Oh, wait, he just texted me.
Saying what?
Go take a look at the view.
Oh my, do you see that?
Come on.
No? How could you possibly see that? Are you Legolas? That's a lot of Lord of the Rings references in this episode.
Being a pirate is a wretched thing. Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free.
Peter fucking Torkin, eh?
Peter fucking Torkin, eh? Peter fucking Torkin, eh? Oh my god. I just realized why I can't stand Brett. He's one of the hockey players from Letterkenny.
Get her done? Just kidding, we don't give a fuck.
You gotta give it to Peter and Paige. They really know how to flex.
Being on the top right now.
Okay, calm down, big dog. That's not that bougie of a boat. They build it up like it's some sort of luxury yacht with people doing cocaine and it's clearly a rental. Peter and Paige aren't even driving it. It's not their boat.
We have a very interesting buyer for you. He's a prominent Toronto business guy.
Business guy? Business guy?
I'll give him a tour that he will never forget.
Oh,
Go,
that'll never
let's go.
forget. Now I'm nervous all of a sudden.
Let's move into the actual dining room.
Am I crazy? Take your shoes off. This is Toronto, not, I don't know, Philadelphia. I would get so mad if I was listing a $7 million property and people were walking through with my realtor just keeping their shoes on, all muddy. All right, this part's boring. We're gonna skip it because time is finite. Peter and Paige offer lady a job.
Yeah. You're very hardworking and
Very much so,
I see the passion in you.
Okay, speed running this scene because I've got 40 minutes of video so far and that's way too much. Montage. Car ride. Phone call describing where they're going.
I'm just on my way actually to Posh on the Park.
A vague monologue talking about how hard the person speaking works.
Paige and I have built this team from ground up. It's like a baby.
Satirical take. This is Fahad. He's pretty cool, actually, but why are these two statues boning and missionary beside him? That's kind of weird. Boom. End scene. Oh my god, that was so quick. I feel like I could set the speedrunning world record for commentary YouTuber. Okay, cut to the dinner party. This is the end of the show, and this part's pretty cool. I'm actually down with it. Basically, Peter's throwing a big party for everybody at the firm to celebrate his employee's promotion to managing director. That's cool. I'm on Team Peter and Paige because reciprocally, Brett's in the other scene monologuing about how nobody wants to work these days. Also, clearly Sergio wasn't invited, and that is just chef's kiss to me. Why ruin a good thing? See, this is the part of the show where it actually started to click for me. I was into it. I even stopped taking notes because I actually enjoyed watching this part of the show.
So you guys know in Iran, guys have to go to army at the age of 18. So that's why a lot of them escaped the country because the country was unstable.
My dad paid this truck driver that was taking 50 kilos of pistachios in the back of the truck to Netherlands. One time on the border, they had dogs actually going around the truck. The dog was barking like crazy. They actually opened the truck door. My heart stopped. But they closed it up, they sealed the door again. I think the guy paid him off, the border guys. So I came to Canada, I came to Toronto.
Holy shit, that is fucking awesome. But then I think the show producers realized that there wasn't any conflict anymore because Peter got the phone call that totally wasn't scripted.
I was expecting a call, guys. 1 second.
I did, but unfortunately I've got some bad news. I'm not going to be able to move forward with the offer.
What? Really? What happened?
My company's had some setbacks in the States, and we've had to lay off 20% of our workforce. Because of that, we're delaying our move to Canada.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, I understand. Thanks for telling me. Bye.
That's the end of the episode. Never mind 30 seconds ago, Peter was monologuing about, escaping packs of dogs hunting him as he crossed European borders, swam over channels in the dead of night while people shot at him as a refugee to come to Canada. That's so much better. That's so much better than selling houses. Just let Peter talk about his past. Yeah, that's it.